So the gems for this team are here. Max resistance for most of the front row. You've got this one, and this one. He's all the both the ribbonesses, or all the ribbonesses on the team are on HP defense, and this one is the lat is on the front row. I have him on defense, HP resist to get the resistance up, on, and also have a healer set. It seems weird, but it actually is working way better than, not that one, the other lat here, who is on HP defense, although his gems suck, because that's a 5-star. That's 6-star, but the subs kind of suck. And another 5-star with kind of garbage subs. So, and then, yeah, this is the other ribboness. She's not on quite max resistance because I didn't have the gems at the time. This one isn't very good. This one has a bunch of resistance and that's it. And this one's got some resist, defense, and recovery, so this one's pretty good. Then for the attacker side, we have this guy who's on a broken set. I have them all on max resistance. Both the attackers up here. It's probably not completely necessary, but I also use them for fighting dark, so the extra resistance really helps there. This one, and then these guys they're both on HP attack, by the way. Attack. The HP just gives more effective health than defense does. And no, this one. Yeah. She's on HP. Recovery. This gem is nuts. Defense. This one rolled a bunch to attack, which is kind of wasted, but whatever. And then, not that cottony. This one up here is on the front row. And apparently I forgot to max this gem. Oh, well, it's recovery, so it probably doesn't matter. He heals enough as it is. And this is a pretty good gem. This one has a bunch of HP and a bunch of resist. So then for the back line, have this ribboness who's on HP, defense. The whole back debuffer line is on HP, or is on healer sets, and they're all on HP defense. So, and the healer sets means that the ribboness doesn't need a recovery gem. Also, the recovery lead helps with that. Not that one. This guy, the HP gems are, okay, that's not an HP gem, but it just has like no useful, well, the recovery's sort of useful, but no useful subs for a debuffer. And we have another 5-star gem with not very good subs. It doesn't really matter. The healer set is so powerful that it's worth using these subpar gems. We have defense, HP, that one at least has a defense sub. HP. Unfortunately, I couldn't even get a 5-star or a 6-star defense healer gem. And then you have this Ribboness. HP, unfortunately, rolled into crit damage a bunch. Defense, it's got a bit of recovery sub, which helps. And HP with, well, I guess it has flat HP to help. But yeah, the subs aren't very good, but it doesn't matter because the healer set's so powerful. And then, where is he? Oh, he's up here somewhere. Ah, there we go. This Siegfried is on HP attack, ruin. And I know it sounds dumb, but it's actually really good because the extra attack gems make the crit damage worth more. And this is a 5-star, but I kind of didn't care because I needed it to complete the set, and it also has a bunch of crit rate. And as you can see, he's hitting 60% crit rate, so even though the doesn't have a crit gem, and the crit rate is kind of what you would normally think is iffy for a ruin set, you get double the amount of stats that you get from the other sets, so it's still worth it. And yes, I have run some calculations. This is better than running one crit gem. This, if you can get the, as dumb as it sounds, if you can get the gems to do it, HP attack ruin is probably the best build for a courageous striker. Unless maybe you have a crit damage lead, but because this is the best build, I really don't think a crit damage lead is very good for courageous strikers, unless you have unless you're using it with courageous strikers that need to crit, like a Wood Thor. And Balrona is on a life set. Okay, well, I'm recording this a little bit after I showed the first footage, and so I've ascended her, or not ascended, awakened her twice. But she's quite a bit squishier than Sieg because she's naturally a slightly squishier mon, and also she's only Evo 2. So the life set helps offset that a bit. This one is kind of the bad gem in her set. It's got a bit of crit rate, but that's it. It's mostly there just to fill in the last gem and make the set work. Also, the crit rate works well with her HP gem, which has a bunch of crit damage. This is part of the reason. This is the main reason I'm using this set. Is this gem is just really good. And then we have this one, which is an okay gem. Bit of crit rate, some crit damage, some defense, and some flat defense. Which is this, like, 3 rolls into flat defense is worth about 1 roll into percent defense. So it's sort of like a 21-ish% defense gem. And then I have this Cottonine on HP defense recovery on a conviction set because they were reasonably good gems that I knew I wouldn't be sad if I maxed them, or at least too sad if I max them and then replace them later. This one's pretty good. But he really doesn't need all this resist. It's not even max, but I would really at some point should replace it with a life or protection set or something, because he doesn't need this resist. And then we have the Water Kira, which, okay, maybe I should have picked different slots for the Water Kira, but whatever. Have HP. Again, she doesn't need the resist. I just threw this gem on her because I knew if I maxed this gem and then swapped it out later, it's a good gem to have at plus 15 with all that resist. and the defense is useful too. Then we have defense. This gem isn't very good. Also, she doesn't need the resist, so yeah, this is not a very good gem. I just put it in to fill the set. And we have recovery. This one's a pretty good gem with a lot of defense and some HP and some resist, which isn't particularly useful for her, but it's kind of hard to use a low resist roll like that on a set that isn't conviction, because if you're trying to hit max resist, that still isn't very useful. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the team.